everybody. I'm just here to help you get started with your bills assignment. Hopefully the vehicle assignment helped and this one will too. So I'm going to share my screen and then hop on to the bills assignment. It should look like this. And you, this first directions, research, this is cable, satellite, internet, cell phone plans, and we'll do some other, a little bit of other stuff. On this page, you will choose what you really, later you will choose what you really want. But you'll do something on each page. Some of this, like this looks like a lot of work, but it's not. Like I've done the work for you. So you're just going to highlight which one row that you would pick out of this if you had to pick. So you're gonna pick one of them, but later if you're like, well, I don't really need cable or DirecTV, I'm just gonna do streaming or something else later, then that's fine. You don't have to pick it. But if you had to pick from here, what would you do? So maybe I'm gonna be like, I'll pick this one. So I'm highlighting that. You can pick whatever color you want, but you can just highlight it like that, right? And then you go to the next page. So then you're done with that page. This page is the same thing. You're going to pick internet, and I've done the research for you. So you're just going to pick whatever row works for you. So basic, streaming might not work. It's pretty cheap. That might be kind of hard to do. Maybe you'd go for moderate if you want to stream or anything like that, if that makes sense. So you can do Xfinity, you can do CenturyLink, you can do whatever, but I'm going to just highlight that moderate one because I don't do a lot of like gaming or tons of streaming or uploads or downloads. Okay, if you're really into other stuff like that, you might want to do the premium or maybe even professional for working from home or something like that. But once I have that highlighted, I'm done. And then I go down to streaming options. So this could be, what do you call it? This is like AT&T TV Now has one. You could do that I did for you. So you could check that out and highlight that. And then you're going to research another option. So you're gonna do, you could do Hulu, whatever it is, you're gonna type it in here. So if I was gonna type in Hulu, I would do that. And then I would go to the actual Hulu site. And then I would look up the information. So my internet clearly isn't the fastest. So then you click on here, and then there's gonna be a start that says free trial, which is usually a month, but don't plan on the free trial. This is watch thousands of shows and movies with plans starting at $5.99 a month. So this is just going to be some of the add-ons are those. So what do you want? If you want Hulu plus live, if you just want regular Hulu. So this is selecting a plan, and you can look at this, 1 month free, then it's $5.99, and it'll tell you what you get out of that if you click on it and get more. This is Hulu Live, 7 days free, and then it starts at the $54.99. So it's kind of showing you what the different options are. But you can, it'll show you when you click on more information, how many channels it would be, what it would all include. Promotional rate, it would be like free for however long. Regular rate is here. Sometimes the promotional rate is the same as the regular rate. If it doesn't specify, just put the same amount in each one. Any add-ons, meaning if you wanted like the HBO and other channels, like you could put those on there as well, and how much that is. You can kind of see that here, and that's pretty standard. This AT&T TV Now, I think this is actually old when you're looking at it. So the cheapest for the AT&T TV Now is the $55. Just an FYI. That's not, I think I forgot to change it, but that's not that first one is not an option anymore. And then you're going to choose one, or you can do both. So for example, I have at my home, I don't have like cable or satellite or any of that, but I do have Hulu and I have Netflix. So if it was me, I would be putting Netflix down as well. So I would have to research both the Hulu and the Netflix. If you're like, oh, it's comparable, I do this one and then I'll do Netflix here, you can do that. Okay, so this this table, nothing has to happen with this table. It's just information, the first table, information that I'm giving you, but you can highlight whichever one. You're like, okay, if I'm gonna do it, I would do this color. And then on here, I have to fill out my information. Like, what would this be? And if you're like, oh, I can't find, like I looked up Hulu. Well, all I could find was the 5 and then the other one. And then I could find add-ons. I might not be able to find a premium, and that's okay. And then this is what I would actually pick. And then the cost, and then your total. Because like here, in reality, I would put Hulu, whatever that is, and then I would put Netflix here, and whatever that price is, and then I would get a total, and this is actually what I want to do. Okay? So research it so it's what you want. And then next page, this is for streaming service. Again, research it. You don't have to include it later. But if you do like a Pandora or Spotify or whatever that would be, what's included in your plan. So like if I do Pandora, am I getting like the more premium version where I can just actually pick songs and put a playlist together? Am I just doing the cheaper version that just allows me to listen to like radio stations and that kind of stuff and maybe skip a little bit? And then what cost is that? So that's what I mean by included in this plan. Like, what's it about? Just a really quick version. And then that's it for that. So you just pick one of them, whatever one you prefer, and put it down. And then the cell phone, you're going to research 2 different cell phone companies. So, for example, here I go to AT&T. For one, do whatever, you could do whatever current one you have, or if your parents got one for you. And then just research a different one, see if you can find a better deal that you think might have good service. And then, so we have phones and devices, and then wireless. So these are the 2 things you're going to be looking at. So I'm going to click on wireless first. And then, on the devices, okay, let's just click on this. Sometimes it takes a while for it to show you stuff. Oh, no, these are phones. So it's going to show you like you could get the Apple iPhone SE for $13 or $5 a month now. It's on a nice deal. But pay attention to how long it is. So it says promo price after credits over for 30 months. So that's kind of a long time on that one. If you want the Apple 11, you'd pay $36.67 a month. And this is just for the phone. So that means this would go name of the phone. If I wanted to do the iPhone 11, I'm going to put it here, and then it's going to be that 36, whatever it was. I don't know. That makes sense. Okay. And then we have to figure out what your service is going to be. And this information is your service info, and then the cost of that, and then you'll total it together. I'm just going to put 00 here. So I need to go on to Explore Wireless, I think. Or prices and plans might be best. Let's see. No, prices and plans, we'll do that. So this is where that goes. Prices and plans starting at $35 a month per line for 4 lines. So we're gonna go shop now, a little bit for that, and hopefully it'll give us more options, and it'll tell us what that means. So here's our options. So cheapest option is the $35 a line per month. How you'll get it: unlimited talks, text, and data. Might slow it down. Standard streaming, unlimited texting from US to countries, has some spam and other stuff. AT&T Unlimited has extra, also gives you some data, standard definition screening again, gives you a hotspot if you don't want to use a different internet, 5G access, unlimited texting in countries, all that, and then the same thing here. $50 a month per line, same thing, gives you more premium data, and then includes HBO, signature program members, save some money, and some other stuff. So To me, I would be picking this because it still gives me what I want and I don't need to spend all that much money. So I would go on here and I'd say $35 a month. Just as an FYI, that's the cost of the plan only. So voice, and I would put unlimited here because that's what it says. And then data, I have to go back and look. Oh, that's unlimited too, because it's talk, text, and data. Sometimes the talks and text is unlimited, but then the data isn't. So that's something to really look out for. So then I do unlimited. Then I'd add these together, and that would be my total. Keep in mind though, you're actually going to usually have about all the service fees and all of that. Don't worry about putting it on here, but service fees are usually around like $25 or so. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. So by the time you end up paying for your line, it's pretty expensive. So just as an FYI, you kind of know what that looks like. So you're going to do that for this, and then you go ahead and do another one. So I'm not giving exact amounts, so make sure you're looking it up for whatever it is that you need. And then do your one more if you have that, and then you're going to just pick one. And then tell me what's the total for your phone monthly and your service plan cost. Is it possible to pay for a phone outright? You can, but I want you researching it like you're paying for it each month, just so you can see what that's like. Okay, and then next we have packages. The packages are, if you could buy a bundle of something, what would that look like? So you can do Xfinity, CenturyLink. Some of the cell phone providers have like Hulu or Netflix with it too. And you can just, anytime there's more than one thing put together, you can do that. So I'm gonna go back to AT&T and see if they have any options or any packages. So let's just go back up to the basic. Do a quick little look. Awards, I know they used to. Oh, so here, this is the unlimited plan. I could research more because this is including HBO, but if it's not including any other kind of streaming, then maybe that's not what you want. But if HBO is important to you, you could include that, if that makes sense. So research a little bit more about that. I could also do maybe T-Mobile, I thought, was one of the ones that had a kind of a package option. Either with Netflix or Hulu, I can't remember. Let's see if it's still there. It did earlier this school year. So it looks at deals. That's on that, phones and devices, plans. Now T-Mobile is with Sprint, I guess, too. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Usually they have that right on kind of the front, so maybe it's something that they're not doing anymore. Look at the plans. All this magenta and essentials, I don't know. Could look at some of this stuff, but this is getting kind of be a long video, so I'm not gonna wrap it up. But you can go on all the, if you go to Xfinity, it's like bundles and they'll talk about all of that stuff. Magenta Plus, Wi-Fi, there's data, hotspots. Oh, yep, there you go. So on this one, it's Netflix or QB. I don't even know what that is. It's not awesome, but it's just for the first year. When it's giving you this is the cost of it. So, I mean, Netflix isn't super expensive, but if it's going to be just included in your line, maybe that's not so bad. So this, how you could count this Magenta Plus through T-Mobile because of the Netflix piece, that it's a bundle. But again, it's 1 year, and do you have to sign up for multiple years, and then you lose that option. So something to look into. Okay, so I'll exit out of that. But if you're filling it out for this, like if I was using that, I would do T-Mobile cell phone plus Netflix. Okay, and then contract, I'd have to look that up. Do I have to have it a year? Promotional costs would be fit 43, regular cost. had to research a little bit with that change. If you can't see where it would change at all, then you just put the same number here. Then you just do the same thing right here. And then you just fill those out and then figure out which one you would do. And you could highlight that. And then this is just comparing all of your options. So this is finally where, okay, I'm gonna pick what I want and then decide which is the better deal. So like individual services, I'm gonna say I want Hulu, I'm gonna want Netflix, I'm gonna want my internet through, and this is where I have to go back and just look at all these. So you're not doing like an extra research. So I'm doing Xfinity for $39.99, which I think is cheaper than it is now. I think that's gone up. So then I go back, and I go back to here, and I do $39.99, and then I put all those numbers in. This is also, do I want anything else that I previously did? Maybe I want Pandora on here. What am I forgetting? Anything? Oh, my phone. So and then this is where I would do AT&T. I know it's a weird way to do it, but it works. And I get all the prices for all of them and everything that I just want. It doesn't have to be stuff that you don't want. However, you need to have a cell phone and internet of some kind. You can do a hotspot option, but make sure you, if you're not doing internet, that you note in your cell phone that you have a hotspot option. Otherwise, I'm going to say, no, you need some internet. I put that in, get a total. Okay, and then this one is going to say, okay, you can choose a package. So you're going to go back up to here, and you're going to pick whatever package you wanted, and you put what that is. So I could put phone, T-Mobile, with, what was it, Netflix, right? Okay, so I want phone and I want Netflix, so I'm already doing that. And then I would put whatever rate I got there. And then individual services, this is then where I want to add Hulu. Maybe I want to add Pandora to those. And then I still need some internet, right? So then I still want my internet. Okay, and I can figure out what is a better deal for me. So then I'd add these. And then it's like, is this total cost a better deal? Or is the total cost of all of this a better deal? And then I get to make my choice. And then you put them here. So this is the number that you have to have for your later assignment. So again, you're gonna just look up here, make your choice. And I am just asking you to break your cell phone bill out separately from your other bills, just because in your assignment we're gonna do later, that's how it is. If they're not, just estimate. It's totally fine. Just go back up to your either the bundle part or the cell phone and just take that number, subtract it from whatever total you use, and put your cell phone amount and then what's left over for the other bills. And again, promotional and regular might just be the same if you can't find any differences, and that's okay. Okay, and then then that's done, you got those numbers. And then utility and gas and electric bill, this right here is so easy. This is just where I got it. If you want more information, you can click on this, but you don't have to. I did it for you. So this is looking at the table below, choose the row that fits your situation, choose the number of bedrooms and people that will be living with you. You will be paying for electric and gas unless your apartment from your home assignment stated otherwise. And then just highlight your row. So if I'm saying, okay, if I'm gonna do a 2-bedroom with 2 people, the total cost of that is this, so I'm gonna highlight it. That's what I wanna do. That's what I chose to do for my home assignment. And then from here, that's highlighted, but now you're gonna put number of people in the apartment. I'm gonna have 2. Cost per person is not 76, it's gonna be divided by 2, and you put that here. And then again, this one, divide by 2, put that here, 132, divide and put it there, okay? This is a 3-bedroom with 2 people. And then this is a 3-bedroom with 3 people. These aren't very common. Usually the 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom are the most common. And so that's how you would do that. If you have a 2-bedroom, like, I don't know, maybe you're making lots of money and you have a 2-bedroom with one person, that's fine. You could do that. Then you just leave this the same, if that makes sense. So leave that the same and then you're good. Okay, so hopefully this we use on your assignment also, and you can add it to your real life simulation information sheet. Remember, it has like the due date for that's the one that is the due date for June 4th. That you don't have to submit yet, but you have to then. If you submitted it too early, let me know and I can unsubmit it to you. So you can still fill stuff out if it won't let you. I know this is a super long, this is a really, really long video. Sorry about that, but I just want to make sure that you can kind of, you can stop it, forward it, work on it while I'm talking and going over, and just hop on as you need to. But hopefully that answered some questions for you and that you're finding the videos helpful to get stuff done. So please reach out, let me know any questions that you have, and I will answer them best I can. Hope you have a great weekend coming up.